Hello, I'm back. It's 10 a.m. I'm Patricia. I'm a cake maker. I love baking cakes. If you watch me, it's because I love baking cakes too, or it means that you like to learn. I'll be here sharing some baking tips and tricks. I try to do it often, every morning, no, not every morning, at least twice a week. As I said before, I'm not taking orders at the moment. So I'll be trying to do something else to be around and do what I love, talking about baking and actually baking. And today I picked a subject. We're going to talk about cake mixers. There's loads of appliances, different appliances that you might get confused. So there's a food processor, blenders, and cake mixers. I'm not going to talk about any one of them. I'm going to talk about only about cake mixers. And so, do you think it is possible to bake without a cake mixer or not? I'm going to let you know at the end. So I'm just talking about now the basically two kinds of cake mixers. This is the stand one, stand cake mixers, and this is the hand cake mixers. But the difference between them is, of course, is the price. This, I think, about years ago, like on 20 euro, and this one can be over 10 times more expensive. So, but this one actually is very handy, very, very handy. I never had a cake mix before I started baking actually professionally, but it was baking at home for just my cakes, and it was really useful. It is handy because you don't need to get this big yolk here. This heavy. You don't need to put with everything. Also, to do light and quicker recipes is really very handy for you to have a cake mixer, and works very well. So they used to come with different attachments, like those different here. And I use them basically nearly every week this year to prepare pancakes for my boys, or when I'm going to prepare lava cakes. That is like a small, quick recipe, just to be quick. This is good enough for me. And let's talk about our stand mixer. What's the most important and advantage thing about this stand mixer? It is save your time. Imagine if you have to bake buttercream and be holding for 20 minutes. You can let it go because you have to hold it. So at least you leave here your eggs white and your buttercream, wait for 20 minutes and go to do something else. And it is more powerful. So there's no high speeds to goes faster. And so again, save you time. So stand mixer, it is very nice. I have prepared here some guidelines about if you don't have a stand mixer yet, if you want to buy one, what kind of thing you should look at. It was the same thing I was trying when I was trying to find mine. Was loads. There's loads available, like loads different brands and different colors and different types. You can get confused, so I keep asking. So what's different between these and that? And then might help you if you're going to buy a stand mixer. To look, actually, I should look for the speed. I should look for the capacity. And I can't tell you, what's the best cake cake mixer, because the only one I have is this one. I think it's for about 3 or 4 years, the one I have, and then I can say like this Meg one is better than the other brand, or the Keywood, or the KitchenAid. So we can compare between them. So this one is is really good for me. So I had some steps here. I don't have a look here just because I don't want to miss anything. Okay, So when you're going to buy a cake, stand cake mixer, it's good for you to look for the capacity. This bowl here is 5 liters, my one. It's not the biggest one. It's not the smallest one as well. So it's enough for me when if I want to bake twice of the recipe, saves me time. So I have to bake loads of cake, and I don't want to bake once and then prepare once and then prepare again. And then I just put 2 recipes here. You know, so even for buttercream, 2 recipes of buttercream, and then end up having like bowl full for this save your time. So look for the capacity, don't touch by the small one. Second thing is speed. Speed is very important because says this, you can tell if your machine is powerful or not. But be careful, you can buy like a very powerful machine and then doesn't have the balance between the light speed and the faster speed. When I went to Brazil last December, I was baking cake with use my mom's machine, cake mixer. And I want to start something slow. I want to go smoothly. I don't want to go too fast. And my mom's machine doesn't have this balance. So when I want to go like this, starting slowly, I want to do it like this. And I could control. This a bit annoying. So look at if you have this balance, you just want to go slowly. And then you can speed up. Okay. My one here goes from 1 to 10. Yeah, it's good. And then the third thing you should look at when you're going to buy cake mixer, the attachments. There are loads of attachments in the cake stand cake mixer. The really important ones, there are those two. This is the flat heater, and this is the whisk. These are going to use to do fresh creams, white eggs, when you want to get nice fluffy and light cake doughs, you're going to use these ones here. And this is for heavier cake doughs. I use this one for my cake to make my cakes, to prepare my cake batter or bread. So this you need those two. Another thing it is very important is the price, and there's loads of different price, and sometimes you're gonna find machines with the same attachments, with the same capacity, with the same speed, and then the price can be from 200 to over 1,000. And we think why? So it's maybe because of the quality, because of the different brands, and then you just get one that you can afford or is okay for you to pay. And sometimes even it's crazy because you can get the same capacity, the attachments, the same capacity, the same speed, the same, yeah, exactly the same everything, and actually the same brand and different price. And to know what's going, the different that make the different price, it is because of the color. The reason that I got this red color here is I love red as well, but it is because it was 200 cheaper than the black one or the white one or the beige one. It was a different model. It's not like a kind of buy a car, to buy a silver car, if you buy a white car or black car, you're going to change a little bit of the price. And so it was exact same machine I could get for 200 cheaper just because changed the price. Last and not least, going to have a stand cake mixer stand over there around your kitchen. You want to look at it and like it because I like this SMEG vintage style. And all my other clients, they are like this SMEG as well, so I want something that could match them, match the other stuff I have. So well, when I was looking, it was like between these and between that one, I actually go for SMEG and they actually do the exact same job. So the lookup was was important for me. And they're beautiful. Not going to shops look for kitchen appliance. Okay, so I have been through this speed, capacity, attachments, price, and look. There's the 5 tips I can give to you if you want to go to buy your cake mixer. And then I'm gonna ask me to buy a very expensive to buy a hand cake, stand cake mixer. For me, that bakes a lot. I bake a lot. Of course, it is. It's worth it. Or doesn't mean if you don't have one, want to bake a small cake for you to have in your with a cup of tea in the afternoon. Doesn't mean you cannot bake if you don't have one of these, or if you don't have one of these. So you can bake a cake the way my mom used to do in the past. She doesn't even have one of these sandwiches. She used to prepare her cakes using a bowl and a wood spoon, but I don't recommend wood spoon because I think it's too hygienic. So like those silicone spatula in a cake bowl would be perfect for you to bake your cake, prepare your cake. Just to have this nice smell of baking around the house. I love when the cake is still hot. Have this nice and soft hot cake coming off the oven. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to prepare here a very quick recipe. It's not one very hard one or something that has different flavors. I'm not going even to add any flavor. I'm just going to show you how it is possible to bake a nice cake batter using your just one bowl and one spoon. Okay? You my paper. Okay, let's do it. I have separated here my ingredients. I've done my mise en place. Now I had a post already about it on my Instagram. When you separate the ingredients, everything ready. So you basically just have butter, eggs, sugar, milk, and flour and baking powder. I'm going to start with sugar. Butter. And put here 250 grams of sugar and 150 grams of butter. Just what we have to do is we have to get this butter nice and creamy. Butter and sugar. When they are very well combined, you can start adding the other ingredients. This is the longest part, baking. And this that's imagine if you work already baking cakes, selling cakes, and something happened with your cake mixer, and then you have a cake for tomorrow and you don't know what to do. Oh my God, what I'm going to do? Don't have time to get it fixed. Go get your roll of your leaves and prepare your cake by hand. That's the way the people used to do in the past. My mom used to do. It was really nice taste cakes. The butter and then the sugar is the thing that you're gonna spend more time beating it because you want to get them creamy. Soft. See, I'm turning around with one of the hands using like have to mix like a cake mixer. So who is just coming out? I'm just preparing a cake by hand because I want to show you that it's possible to bake your own cake without machines, without any help of the machines. So you can have your cake or your cup of tea today. I just add the sugar and butter, okay? A bit more, just a bit more. Just a bit more. Let's put Alexa to play some music. Alexa, play some music. She's no. Alexa, next song. Okay. This is my butter and sugar. Nice softy. Gonna add 3 eggs. Be careful. Alexa, stop. Okay. Now we're going to get again. It's already here. Butter and sugar first, and eggs. Now I can use my whisk. Nice and nice. Let's remember all the ingredients using room temperature. That makes difference in your bake pot, okay? Just been a long time I had done this. I used to do my kids by hand as well. And my mom taught us how to bake cakes. You know, like on 12, I start baking cakes. Me and my sister would learn because I managed to do a lot and we love it. Flour, just plain flour. About 250 grams of flour here. I'm going to start adding the milk as well. 200 ml. That's the way my mom used to bake cakes. More flour. Mix a bit. More cake, more milk. It doesn't take even 10 minutes to do it. One thing I forgot here, it is to turn on my oven before I start baking, because I like to put my cake when the oven is hot. Okay. Oven is on now, so I have to wait at least more 10 minutes before I put the cake in the oven. Now the last of the flour, I'm gonna add the rest of the milk, my baking powder, about 12 grams, 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Go. My cake's ready. Cake batter is ready. The only thing I have to do now is put in the oven for about 25 minutes, 30 minutes, 35, depends on the oven. So now, if you want to decorate your cake with fresh cream or buttercream, of course, you're gonna need at least a hand mixer, because it is hard to beat the cream by hand that you get now the thickness that you want. But if you want to decorate it only with chocolate, like I used to do, it's like a chocolate ganache or something, really easy because you just need the microwave. You don't need to beat anything else. I have shown here how to do chocolate ganache when I did a carrot cake recipe somewhere there in my channel. You can find. Okay, that's it. I hope you have enjoyed. Thank you for watching me. And this is how to bake a cake without a stand mixer or a hand mixer, just by hand, like my mom. And follow the guidelines that I just gave to you if you want to buy one, okay? Bye.